begin by expressing my sincere gratitude to the government of Azerbaijan, to the President of Azerbaijan, for the warm hospitality and arrangements par excellence. Thank you very much. It was indeed deeply inspiring to listen to His Excellency, President Ilham Aliyev's vision for sustainable development and resilient cities. His leadership in transforming Baku and Azerbaijan into modern, vibrant, and globally connected place is truly commendable. My father, ladies and gentlemen, the former Prime Minister of Pakistan, particularly late Haider Aliyev, may his soul rest in peace, shared a relationship rooted in trust, mutual respect, and deep, profound friendship. They were true brothers in spirit, and that bond of friendship between the two countries continues to define the strength of Pakistan-Azerbaijan relations today. And so, standing here today in Baku, I feel I have not come to a foreign land. I have come home. And I consider it as a matter of honor that my first visit to any Central Asian country is here in Baku, a city that represents resilience, transformation, and progress. A story from Punjab, Pakistan, a province of more than 130 million people, on a journey of transformation, on a journey of challenge, on a journey of indomitable will, on a journey of unwavering resolve to redefine how cities are built and how dignity is delivered. At its heart, ladies and gentlemen, lies a simple truth. Cities become resilient only when development is people-centric, climate-conscious, and data-driven. Cities are not just roads and buildings. They are human stories, where dignity is either protected. As the first woman Chief Minister of Punjab, I knew I was not inheriting a position. I was inheriting a responsibility. A responsibility to the woman walking miles, carrying water for her family, child breathing polluted air, and family living without secure shelter, and citizens waiting for promises, not for promises, but for dignity. And so, ladies and gentlemen, we launched the historic Punjab Economic Registry, the first ever province-wide door-to-door socio-economic data of its kind, guided by one principle: no one should be left behind. It cannot be fixed. So our first priority was shelter. Under the flagship program of my government, in Urdu it is called Apni Chhat Apna Ghar, my roof, my home, is delivering one of the fastest and largest affordable housing initiatives in the world through zero interest. And ladies and gentlemen, I'm very happy to share with you that in just less than a year, 160 families have received housing support, and more than 100,000 families have completed and already moved into their new homes. But is a challenge. A mother no longer fearing rain on her children, a father finally able to say that this is my home. This is not just housing, ladies and gentlemen. This is a dignity. This is dignity made permanent. Through our Model Villages program, more than 2,000 villages are being transformed across Punjab with clean drinking water, with sanitation, sewage, drainage, paved street, and solar infrastructure. Access to clean drinking water has become a central public health and human dignity priority for me across Punjab. Is expanding clean drinking water infrastructure across urban and rural communities alike through new filtration systems, upgraded supply networks, and sustainable water solutions. Because no woman should have to walk miles carrying water for her family, and no child should suffer because of unsafe drinking water. Because dignity must not depend on geography. When villages are dignified, cities are strengthened. Rural uplift is urban resilience. Punjab has launched a historic urban development program of more than $2 billion. Water storage and urban resilient infrastructure. More than, just in 2 years' time, Excellencies, more than 30,000 kilometers of roads have been constructed and completed, reconnecting communities, restoring mobility and economic activity in just 2 years. There is a lot more to come, inshallah. Urban flooding resilience is now being systemically strengthened across Punjab. After last year's flooding events, we had devastating floods last year that displaced about 5 million families. And to rehabilitate them was no mean feat, ladies and gentlemen. So now we immediately shifted toward flood-resilient infrastructure and climate-adaptive urban planning. This is the first time